I honestly haven't got a big enough receptacle to show you all the empties I'm going to be talking about today. I haven't done an empties video since last December, so no wonder. So today we've got skincare, hair care, body care and makeup. And I'm really excited to talk about some of the products because I have loved some of them and I have repurchased them. Hello and welcome, or welcome back. So let's start with skincare. I'm going to put my glasses on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip through these with mini reviews as we go through my empties, and I'll tell you which I've repurchased and which I probably won't bother with. So let's start with skincare. And the first product is this Geek & Gorgeous Mighty Melt Cleanser. Now, I really love this. I bought this on the recommendation of Angie Hot and Flashy. It's reasonably priced. It's really excellent. I've completely finished it. There's a tiny weeny bit left in the jar. Now, this I would compare to the Clinique Take the Day Off, but it's quite a bit cheaper. I think it was about £15. All the details of all the products I talk about will be down below in the description box with links. And this is just an excellent balm cleanser. In fact, let me just show you a little bit on my hand. It melts on contact with the skin. You can mix it with a little bit of water on your hands before you apply it if you want to. It takes off all your makeup, including your mascara. And I really like the tub. It's easy to get the product out of the tub because sometimes it isn't with certain tubs, but this is really easy. I think it is plastic. I'm not sure it's recyclable or not, but it is a superb product and I really like it. And I haven't repurchased it yet, but that's because I'm trying out another cleanser by Bioma. So review of that will be coming soon, but I would definitely repurchase this. It's a really easy to use cleanser and it does what it says on the tin. Now, another cleanser that I would definitely repurchase, particularly for travel, is this Paula's Choice Omega Complex Cleansing Balm. Lots of L's in that. It's for all skin types. It is a cleansing balm in a tube, which I think is quite an unusual thing. Let's see if there's a tiny bit left. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. You can see it's very much like the Geek & Gorgeous. Again, you can mix it with a little bit of water. It is much pricier though, that's true. I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but like I say, everything will be linked below. But again, it really does what it says on the tin, or in this case in the tube. It gets rid of all your makeup, including your mascara, and it doesn't leave a residue. And I think it's a great cleanser. Now, this is the ordinary cleanser. It's one of several of their cleansers, and I often buy the wrong one. I think in this case, I did buy the wrong one. I thought that I was buying one that was recommended to me by one of my lovely subscribers, but I think I may have bought the wrong one. This is Glycolipid Cream Cleanser. I'm not really a cream cleanser fan. Let's just see if I can show you a little bit of it. Oh yeah, there we are. There's a bit left. It's okay, but I'm much more of a balm girl, really. I didn't find that this got all the makeup off that I would have liked. It's quite thin compared to a balm. It was all right. I didn't dislike it, and it was unfragranced, like all the products I talk about in this video, because I am allergic to fragrance. I didn't love it, so I don't think I would repurchase it, certainly not over the Geek & Gorgeous or the Paula's Choice. Now, all those three products that I just talked about are my first cleanse products, and this is a product, this Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, is my second cleanse, and I do like this and I have repurchased it. I don't like all Cetaphil products, but I do like this one. It's nice and light, it's a quick, easy cleanser to use. Let's see if there's a tiny bit left. Yes, there you go. It's got a nice feel to it. It's not a cream. It's more of a, I don't know what you'd call it quite. It is slightly oily, but it feels very pleasant on the skin, easy to remove, unfragranced, and I have repurchased it. Now let's move on to sunscreen, and I've got 6 of them, starting with the Ultrasun SPF 50. Now, this was okay. I didn't love it. I don't remember whether it left a white residue. I mean, none of the creams, none of the sunscreens that I use leave a white residue for any length of time. They might for a couple of minutes, but they soon wear off. And I tend to put my sunscreen on way before I start putting my makeup on. I usually give it a good 15 to 20 minutes, maybe even longer. But as you can see, there's a little bit of a white residue, but it soon disappears. And it was a good product. I didn't love it, but it was okay. Now here's one that I did love and I do love, and this is the Eucerin Photoageing Control SPF 30. Now, I know some people don't like to use an SPF 30, it's too low for them, but I'm not that bothered because I don't put my face in the sun. Not only do I apply sunscreen, but I wear a hat, I wear sunglasses if I'm sitting out in the sun. If I'm indoors, obviously I don't worry about that, but I do wear a sunscreen every day. Now, this one is really excellent. I love Eucerin products. I think they're really excellent. And this is what it looks like. It's a nice cream. It rubs in well, it absorbs quickly, no scent to it at all. Like I say, all the products are unfragranced anyway, and I highly recommend this. And it doesn't pill under makeup, and I think it's a great product. Now, this gnarled looking tube is the Beauty of Joseon Sunrise SPF, I think it's called. It's got a funny name. It's a Korean brand. Really excellent product. Let's just see. Oh yes, there is some left. That's good. Really fantastic, doesn't pill under makeup, feels wonderful on the skin. I would say this is more, how could I describe it, almost like a fluid. Very, very comfortable on the skin, really enjoyed it. Now, I have got a video where I reviewed a lot of sunscreens, and I'll link that down below for you, and this was definitely in the top 10. I think it's an excellent product. And I would consider repurchasing it. I'm okay with sunscreens at the moment, but I would definitely consider repurchasing it. And again, great for taking on holiday because it's in a tube. So much easier to carry and to put in your carry-on as well. Now, another one I have repurchased and I've got on today is the Paula's Choice Skin Restoring Moisturiser SPF 50. Again, an absolutely excellent moisturiser. Not cheap, but doesn't pill under makeup, doesn't leave a white cast. Again, Paula's Choice. I would say Paula's Choice and Eucerin, which I can't get any out of this now. Paula's Choice and Eucerin are probably, there we are probably the two brands that I value the most in terms of skincare. I think they are so reliable. Eucerin's a little bit less expensive than Paula's Choice, but I believe they really know their stuff as far as skincare is concerned, and I do rely on them very much to produce really good products. See, that's absorbed very quickly. It doesn't pill under makeup. It's a great product, and like I say, I've repurchased it. Now, I said I had 6 sunscreens, but actually I've only got 4, but I've got 2 face creams, and the first one is the Centella Recovery Cream by Purito. And I bought this because my skin barrier was really compromised, as they say, last year. Or was it the beginning of this year? Anyway, it was in a bad way and I needed to repair it. And this cream was absolutely fantastic. It was really soothing. It was really comfortable. I used this as a moisturiser. It's lovely and thick, but not too thick. It feels beautifully soft. It went very well under sunscreen. And I think I put it on at night as well. No, I didn't. That was the next cream I'm going to show you, but I just really enjoyed using it. It was really comfortable and soft, and it's unfragranced, and it really did the job. And it's also really reasonably priced, and it's another Korean product. And another excellent product, which I also used to repair my skin barrier, was the Eucerin Urea Repair Dry Skin Cream. Another Eucerin product, which I absolutely loved. This was probably a little bit more expensive than the Purito, but let me show you a little bit. But let me get a bit out of the tube if I can. Ooh, can feel all the air coming out. Actually, do you know what? There's absolutely nothing left of this at all. But I really love this cream and I have repurchased it. Now, the final skincare product I want to mention is the Paula's Choice C15 Vitamin C Serum. Now, I really like this as a vitamin C serum and I would repurchase it. I haven't repurchased it yet because my daughter gave me another vitamin C product, which I'm using at the moment. But I really love this. I've just noticed it's got a hair. How nice. Sorry about that. This is how it comes out of the dropper. Oh, it's quite a lot of air actually in there. See if I can get a bit more out. Ah, there we are. That's a bit of a bubble really. Unscented, leaves a lovely glow to the skin. Really comfortable to wear, doesn't sting. And I wear vitamin C because I think it does my skin good. It's got great antioxidants in it. It keeps away the free radicals, I think. Well, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not an esthetician, so don't go by me, but I feel like it's protecting my skin and it's giving it a bit of a glow as well. And like I say, Paula's Choice is such a reliable brand and I trust it to give me the best ingredients for my skin. Now let's go on to hair care and just a quick canter through these. Those of you who watched my channel before will know that I love the Kerastars Genesis shampoo and conditioner. Very expensive. They're at least 20-25 quid a pop, but they are really good for my hair, such as it is. My hair is not the easiest, but I do enjoy using them. However, at the lower end of the scale, I also really love the Ordinary. This is the sulfate cleanser for hair and body, which is great for travel. And I did take it to France with me a couple of years ago, along with the conditioner, which I'm still using. I've got a tiny bit left. The only drawback with the conditioner is you have to leave the bottle upside down. You often have to do that with conditioners because it gets stuck at the end. So if you store it upside down, you can then get the product out more easily. But it's really reasonably priced, unfragranced, great that you can use it as a body wash as well. Really enjoy using that and the conditioner. Now, before we go on to makeup, let's just touch on body care. I don't do a lot to my body, as it were, to care for it, actually, it has to be said. But I absolutely love these. You can see I've got 2 empties already and I've got another one on the go. It's the Ameliorate Transforming Body Lotion. Unscented. It's an absolutely fantastic product. I cannot rave about it enough because I'd forgotten to use it on my feet. I'd been using this really expensive, not La Mer, but what's that other brand that's super expensive with a German name? I've forgotten it now. I'll put it on the screen. It'll come, oh, Augustin Espada, that's right. So I've been using this Augustin Espada cream on my feet, which do get a little bit dry. And I'd forgotten to use this because that had been gifted to me by my daughter. And it is really luxurious, but honestly, I went back to this because my feet were starting to get a little bit drier. Honestly, this is so good. It really does sort of somehow remove, without you realizing it, or exfoliate the dry skin on my big toe, for example. Now, it contains lactic acid, which really helps with exfoliation, and I think it's an absolutely brilliant product. I use it on my hands as well, and sometimes on my arms if I remember. My skin actually isn't that dry, but my feet and legs can be, and this is an absolutely genius product. It really is excellent. Quite reasonably priced, I think about £16. Like I say, all the details will be down below for you. Highly, highly recommend it. Already got 2 empties and I'm on to my 3rd. Now let's go on to shower gel, and I've got these 2 oilatums. So this one's not quite empty and this one is empty. I didn't really like this. I found it a bit too oily. Right, let me see if I can show you a bit. It's kind of a balm, but I didn't really like the feel of it on my skin. I prefer something that's a bit more, I don't know, this is oily. It looks like a balm, but actually, I don't know if you can see as you apply it, I just don't like the feel of it at all. I used to really like shower oils, but I've really gone off them lately. Now, if you want something unfragranced and you like a shower oil, I think this is a great product because it's very reasonably priced and it's oilatum, and they do specialise in unfragranced, non-irritating bath products and shower products. In fact, I remember using oilatum for my kids when they were little because they had a little bit of eczema, but I just don't like the feel of it. It's too oily for me, so I'm not going to be repurchasing it. Right, let's go on to makeup now. And my first empty is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, and I have it in the shade Patagonia. Now, I think I bought this a couple of years ago and I really loved it. I haven't repurchased it yet because I've got so many other foundations and skin tints and all of that to use up. But it is an absolutely great foundation. I would say this is a medium coverage. It goes on beautifully. When I first bought it, I thought it was a bit too glowy for me, but I kind of lent into it eventually, because I used to be such a matte girl when it came to foundation. But as you can see, it's got a lovely finish to it. It's natural, it's on the glowy side, and it's just a really comfortable and easy foundation to wear. The shade range is very good, it's unfragranced, and I think it's a great foundation for mature skin because it does give you that glow without looking too shiny or oily. Now, whether it would be good for oily skins, I don't know. My skin is normal / combination. So I am getting more of an oily T-zone these days. I don't know why that is. So I am conscious of that, but this is a nice glowy foundation and I highly recommend it. Now, if you want something with a little bit more coverage, this is my absolute holy grail foundation. And this is one that I have actually had compliments on, which I've never had for any other foundation I've worn. And it's the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. I have it in the shade 7.5. Again, I bought this a couple of summers ago. I've repurchased it because I know that it's my go-to for sort of autumn, winter, spring. Maybe not in the summer unless I was going somewhere special, but even then I think in the summer I probably wouldn't wear it. But it is an excellent foundation. Let me swatch a bit on the other side, or let me pop a bit on my hand so you can see. Now, as you can probably tell, this is a little bit thicker than the NARS, but it is absolutely beautiful. Again, it's giving a glow. It's not matte. It's got perhaps more of a satin finish perhaps than the NARS, but it is an absolutely beautiful foundation. It lasts very well throughout the day, and it just gives a really nice finish. So just for comparison, this is the Hourglass and this is the NARS. I don't know whether anything of interest is showing up on camera, but that might give you an idea of the finishes of both the foundations. Now, another complexion product that I really liked was this Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer, this one here. And I bought this mini, I think, in the south of France a couple of years ago. And I really like it. It's a great concealer. I mean, I've got so many concealers on the go, I haven't repurchased it, but I might consider repurchasing it at some point. So this is Sepia. Let's just rub it in a bit there. It's quite dry now because it's dried out a bit. But it gives good coverage. I would say that's a medium coverage, maybe even medium to full actually as I look at it. But it's a really nice product, and it's good that you can get a mini to try, because this did last me quite a while given that I've got other concealers on the go as well. So I really enjoyed using it, and I would consider repurchasing it in the future, but not in the near future. Now this is the Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil, and I really did like this and I really did enjoy using it. I think what's happened here is the mechanics have failed because I can't get the product out of its holder, as it were. It just won't come up anymore. So I think that's a bit of a shame, really. I mean, Wet n Wild is an amazing brand. It's incredibly reasonably priced, probably one of the most reasonably priced makeup brands that's really good that there is. But unfortunately, the mechanics of this have failed it, and it's sort of come apart as well. So although I did really enjoy using this, I don't know whether I'd rush to repurchase it just because it's a bit broken and it should have probably lasted a bit longer than it did. And ditto this mechanical pencil by Revolution, this one here, that's also gone a bit skew whiff. I don't know what's happened. Oh no, maybe it is there, I beg its pardon. It is still there actually. Now why did I want to give up on this? Oh, I think I just gave up on it because it was too dark actually, so that's a bit unfair. This is probably all right, although I think I've lost the lid. So ignore that one. It's probably fine, but it's far too dark for my much lighter hair now. So I think I'll just have to chuck it, declutter it. Now, talking of pencils that haven't quite finished, here's another one. This one has actually gone a bit weird and it's probably really old. It's a Charlotte Tilbury Chameleon pencil, which, I mean, these were the first products of Charlotte Tilbury that I fell in love with when I discovered her in 2013. Before she even had her in-store shop, she was still, I think, only available on Net-a-Porter. And Sally Hughes, the journalist, interviewed her and I watched that, and it was on YouTube. It was one of my first sort of forays into YouTube. And I absolutely love these pencils, and I had quite a few of them. This is the only one I've got left. I've tried to sharpen it. It's gone a bit weird. But if you're looking for, see I've lost, oh, there it is coming out a bit. But it's just, oh, see, the nib's broken again. It was a really great pencil. I did love it. I don't know whether they're that popular anymore, but because I'm kind of gravitating towards eye pencils now, in fact, I'm wearing, as we speak, the Victoria Beckham eye pencil in, I think it's called Cinnamon. I thought I'd revisit this, even though it's been sitting quietly in a drawer for a good few years, but I'm afraid it's kind of a busted flush now, so I think I'm going to have to declutter this. And finally, let's talk about mascara. Now, this MAC Stack, I'm a huge fan of. It's just dried out. So although there is a bit of product left, it's really not performing very well at all, but I absolutely loved it. It's got this interesting brush, which is kind of rubbery, but it really does give you va-va-voom lashes. And I really enjoyed using it, but it has kind of dried out and it's lost its oomph. So that's going to be decluttered as well. Now, I would consider repurchasing it because along with the YSL Lash Clash and the Fenty, they are probably my 3 favourite mascaras. So I definitely consider repurchasing this. So there you have it. That was a whistle-stop tour through my empties. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments. Have you tried any of these products? What are your empties that you've repurchased or not? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And lots of people in the comments are now talking to each other as well, which is so fantastic. I really love reading your comments. I take them all on board. I make a list of recommendations and I try to address them all. And if you've enjoyed this video, I'd be so grateful if you'd give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. It really helps my little channel out and it means a huge amount to me. And if you can't get enough of me, I have a monthly newsletter. And in that, I don't just talk about beauty, fashion and lifestyle, but I also talk about music, books, podcasts, other content creators and all the other bits and bobs that make our lives worthwhile. And thank you so much for watching. It means the absolute world to me. It really does. And I hope you're all doing really well. And I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Bye.